Allan Gray is a simple company. You know, we look after people's pension savings. It's not very complicated. We do our best to invest people's savings in the most attractive equities and bonds and property investments and offshore investments. And if we can't find anything that's really compelling, we keep the money in cash because we're worried about losing money first and foremost. If we do a good job, we can make a difference in a lot of people's lives, particularly through pension funds. More than 300,000 members of pension funds in Namibia rely on us in some way to look after their savings, and we feel that responsibility strongly. We have about 18 billion Namibian dollars of savings in Namibia that we're looking after. Allan Gray Namibia itself was born in February 1997, and it became viable because in that year we won two substantial new clients here, the Government Institutions Pension Fund and the Altava and List Pension Fund. In the winning pitch, some of you who are interested in performance fees might be interested to know that we offered the Government Institutions Fund a 0% fee if we didn't add any value over the benchmark, and that kind of got them over the line. The MD at the time was a man called Alfred Kamopunenge, who's gone on to be the founding director of Namibia Equity Brokers, and we're proud of our other alumni. Maybe just a few names: Brown Amuenje, who went on to run Stanlib Asset Management and now runs his own firm. Heike Smith, who manages money at the Development Bank of Namibia, and Erna Motinga, who's the Assistant CEO of NAPFISA. I think she's here tonight. Hi. So back to 1997. 1997 was a particularly inauspicious year for Allan Gray to start an asset management business. It was a fantastic year for clients to invest with us. But from a marketing perspective, it was terrible. The beginning of 97 was kind of at the top of the peak of a technology and small financial services boom on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, which made up quite a big part of our benchmark and made us look foolish for an extended period. We couldn't find within ourselves to invest in these very highly priced technology and small financial businesses, and instead found other shares which were very unfashionable, very attractive, and they kept going down, and the financial stocks kept going up, and we looked sillier and sillier. In the first year of our existence in Namibia, we underperformed the global balance benchmarks that we were measured against by about 11%. So it's to the GIPF and Altava's credit that they're still our clients now. We gave them a tough run in the first year. There was a guy called Andrew Janssen who stuck with us. He was, I think, chair of the investment committee at GIPF, and without those two, we wouldn't have a business today. There were lots of South African clients who'd been with us for much longer who fired us in 97. Of course, hanging in there for that year meant that the following period was great for them. Right? The year after that was about 98 was about 8% outperformance, and then 33% the year after that, and since then it's gone pretty well. In the 21 years that we've been managing money in Namibia, we've compounded about 18.5% for our clients in these Reg 28 compliant balance mandates. So over a long period, that's about 3.5% better than our benchmark. 3.5% sounds small, but it makes the difference if you do things after inflation and after fees, between about 5.5 times your money for the average fund and more than 10 times your money if you'd been with us for that period. So a small difference in performance, 3.5 to us is big, I can assure you, but a small difference performance, as it sounds, can make a huge difference over a long period, like 21 years. So the impact of time is significant. And it's impossible for us to do a good job for clients unless they stay invested with us for long enough for this compounding to work. There is a client that actually joined us before we started the office here. They're our second longest standing client, including all of the Orbis client base and all of the Allan Gray client base in South Africa, and that's the Rossing Pension Fund. So if the GIPF and Altava and List are kind of the godparents to our business in Namibia, you could say that Rossing is the granny, but I wouldn't say that, Dennis. I had expected. Yeah. So that's so you know the business here wouldn't have existed without Rossing either. And that brings me to my final point, which is that we've built the business in Namibia into a healthy and vibrant business, and we've done so on the basis of word-of-mouth marketing and on the recommendations of independent financial advisors and independent asset consultants. So I want to say thank you to all of you for recommending us to each other and to your clients. And I want to say that we feel the responsibility to our clients very strongly, but we also feel the heavy duty that you place on us when you recommend us to your clients or to your friends. We don't take that lightly at all. So that's, from me, just thanks very, very much for your help in building our business in Namibia. James is going to talk a little bit about the future, as I've spoken about the past, and you'll see, I think, when you listen to him, that we've got lots of great prospects here. Thank you very much.